I went to my local dollar store and I found one of these dollar store rings. So then I went to my local Walmart and I found some of this chunky yarn. So let's begin wrapping this. So it might take you a second to find the end, but now that I found the end, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it between two of the wires on our dollar store ring, and I'm just gonna tie that right in place. But now this is the repetitive process, just taking the yarn, placing the skein through the center of the wreath, and just continuing to wrap. So we're gonna go all the way around, and we're gonna try to keep these pieces rather close together so that we don't see any of the wire. Once you're done, flip it over and take some scissors. You can also find these scissors from nixseasonaldecor.com. We're gonna just snip off a length and just tie it right in place. So this is the back side of the wreath. So it looks a little bit wonky, but the front side is definitely a lot more clean. Now I grabbed a smaller wreath frame from the dollar store as well. So this is a hard styrofoam, and I do recommend you use a hard solid styrofoam. That way, as you're wrapping, if you're doing, like, let's say fresh foil foam, it'll become brittle, and it'll also kind of start to crumble and stick to your yarn. So I'm just gonna take the yarn and tie it to this smaller frame as well. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the yarn that's already wrapped, and I'm gonna take the end and pull it through. And our snowman is coming alive. So we still have all of this yarn from that $5 skein. So I'm gonna take some of this and I'm actually gonna use this to tie the two wreaths together. So now you can see the importance of having two different sizes. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a length, snip it off, and just tie it right on. Now it's time to spruce up our snowman. So I actually have this beanie hat with an adorable pom-pom up top. And there's so many different ways of adding some elements. We have some carrots that you can use for noses. We have some buttons, black and white buttons that you can use for eyes. You can also be using some ornaments as eyes as well. So this really is the fun part when it comes time to design and pick different embellishments for your snowman. I'm gonna go with the simplified version, and I'm gonna take the beanie, and it just so happens to fit perfectly over the smaller circle as the head. Now it's time for a scarf, and since we sell ribbon at nixseasonaldecor.com, which is where these came from, I'm going to use some ribbon. It's what I have on hand. So I'm going to cut about a 30-inch piece of ribbon. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the ribbon, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to dovetail this. So to dovetail, we're going to cut from the middle out towards the wired edge at an angle and create that perfect finishing touch. So it creates a nice V. I'm going to take the ribbon and place it behind the snowman, and then I'm going to gather either side. I'm going to take one of the pieces of ribbon, bring it underneath, and wrap it as if it was a scarf. And here is how it looks, you guys. I absolutely love it. And I chose to keep mine a little bit simplified. So I just used the yarn, a leftover hat, a little bit of ribbon, the dollar store wreath frame, and the dollar store styrofoam wreath frame, and that is it.
To start this project, you're going to need a wire wreath form and 4 dust mops from the dollar store. Next, what I'm going to do is fold the mop in half, and I'm going to use my fabric scissors to cut the mop in half. Now what I have here is 4 mops that I have cut in half, so 8 total pieces. I'm going to take half of the mop, and I have flipped my wire wreath form upside down or backwards, and now what I'm going to be doing is folding the mop over like this. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to add a little hot glue in here. And then I'm going to fold the bottom up and press that into place. And then I'm going to be adding some more hot glue and then folding the top part down. And I'll need to hold these in place until they cool completely. I'll continue doing this until all of the mop pieces are attached to the entire wreath form. You'll notice that I left the center open on the back side. This is an important step because next I'll be using some battery operated LED lights. I'm going to take the battery pack and I'm going to wrap the wire, the extra wire, around it. I need to be able to reach the on-off switch. Once I get those all in place, I'm going to go ahead and hot glue all of that wire into place so that it stays nicely. Once all of that is in place, I'm going to flip the wreath form over. Next, I've got some dollar store bulbs. Now you could easily leave this wreath as is, but I'm going to update it with a little bit of bulbs. So I'm going to cut the bulbs open and I'm going to place those bulbs onto the wire wreath form about where I want them to be. Now I'm going to be using blue and silver, and part of my reason for this is that blue and silver are great for winter. So I'll be able to leave this wreath up for 3 months rather than just a holiday I can leave it up for an entire season.
And I hope this inspires you to create a dollar store winter wreath of your own.
I picked out a pool float and inflated it outside using an air compressor, which you guys makes it so easy to do. So after making sure that it's fully inflated, we're going to secure a wire to it. And we're gonna use a thinly gauged piece of wire. This is a very soft wire, so it's not going to pierce the balloon. And then we're gonna take the wire and tie it around the pool float, just like that. So now we just have some greenery, and you can find this greenery, the rose gold, bay leaves, and the wire from nicksseasonaldecor.com. We're gonna just simply lay that greenery on top of the wire. And what I'm actually doing is I'm taking the stems, and typically, if this was a wreath, we would remove them. But for this, I'm actually gonna just bend them up, and that way it's gonna provide a little bit more reinforcement for the wire to adhere to. Now that we have these in place, we can take that wire and bring it from either side and tie it right on. Now it's time to make a bow, so we just have this 1.5 inch champagne ribbon, and it matches the ivory on the pool float perfectly. And all we're gonna do is make a bunch of loops. So we're creating loops about 4 inches across, but keep in mind there are so many types of pool floats out there. There are these ones that look like donuts that we have here. There are, Christmas trees. You can actually find Christmas and winter, like let's say snowflakes, in pool float form. And now we can snip off the ribbon. I always like to snip it off with a little bit of an overhang so that when we secure our wire, we're not gonna pose the risk of accidentally pulling one of these loops out. Now what we're going to do is just simply put that right between the wires that we initially placed. And now what we can do is we can fluff these loops open. To hang this, I just cut a length of ribbon, and all we're gonna do is just tie it right to the top of the pool float. And tie it nice and tight so that it doesn't swivel around. And now you can tie this to a command strip, you can tie this to a wreath hook, you can tie this anywhere. And here is how it turned out, you guys, and I absolutely love it. So what an easy idea, turning a pool float into a beautiful Christmas wreath or winter wreath, since we used rose gold, champagne, and a little bit of greenery. And once you're done, snip off that wire, and then you have a pool float to use during the summer.